Hello students, now I am telling about the next concept of capacitors, that is energy stored in a capacitor. You know about capacitors. Capacitors are the devices which are used for storing electrical energy, right? Capacitors are the devices which are used for storing electrical energy. So a capacitor is consisting of two conducting plates. One plate is having positive charges, that is plus Q, and another plate is having negative charges, minus Q, and the two plates are separated by a distance d, and they are having a suitable potential difference V. So, and also in the last class you learned how the capacitors are connected in series and what is the expression for series combination of two capacitors, parallel combination of two capacitors. For series combination you got 1 by Cs equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, or Cs equals to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2 as the expression. For parallel combination, you got Cp equals to C1 plus C2. So now I am here to tell you about the expression for energy stored in a capacitor. How the energy stores in a capacitor. See, imagine a capacitor has no charges at all. A capacitor is completely uncharged one. Initially it is having no charges in it. It means zero charges are present in the capacitor. And so here see the two plates, one which is a positive one and negative one, they are having only electric charges, not any highest value of positive charge is present in first conductor, highest value of negative charges is present in second conductor. So what I am telling is, here capacitor is initially uncharged one, its charge is zero. So now I want to charge the capacitor. So I go for connecting a battery eliminator, and by connecting the battery eliminator, a suitable value of potential difference is applied to the two ends of the conductor. If this is the capacitor, imagine this is the capacitor means here this capacitor must be positively charged and this one is negatively charged. So here positive charges are there, negative charges are there. So this is negative plate and this is positive plate, right? So now I want to increase the charges in that capacitor. So what I can do now? I can remove the positive charges from positive plate and add those positive charges to negative plate, and remove negative charges from negative plate and try to add those negative charges to positive plate. So see what are the difficulties when I go for removing the positive charges from this positive plate. So positive, see here there exists a force of repulsion, between positive charges. But a plate means that plate will have positive and negative charges. If 10 positive charges are there and 5 negative charges are there, means because of highest positive charges on the plate, that plate is called positive plate, and 10 negative charges and 5 positive charges means negative plate. So now I want to remove any one of the positive charge from the positive plate. So in that positive plate there are 5 negative charges and 10 positive charges. So those 5 negative charges now they apply some force of repulsion for removing the positive charges from this conductor, positive conductor. So to overcome this force of repulsion from the, see here negative charges, actually in between negative and positive charges there exists a force of attraction. So first you must overcome that force of attraction, then only you can remove the positive charges from positive plate to and positive plate. And see, imagine you remove the positive charges. Positive charges ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಂದ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಏನು ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟು ಆಡ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ few minimum negative charges are present, positive charges are present in the negative plate. Negative plate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 10 ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 5 ಆದ್ರೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಎ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ first you must do some work against the force of repulsion which are present in this plate, then only this positive charge is added to the negative plate. So this is the process of charging a capacitor. In this way, first to remove the positive charges from positive plate, force of attraction viruddha ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. To add the positive charges to negative plate, force of repulsion ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this work done is stored as energy of the capacitor. So consider a capacitor of capacitance C, initially uncharged one. That capacitor is initially uncharged one. The work done for transfer of electric charges to the two plates of capacitor, it is stored as I told you, now only I told you, to the work done against the force of attraction in one plate and force of repulsion in another plate, that work done is equal to energy stored in the capacitor. Imagine dq amount of electric charges are transferred to the capacitor. First dq, see how much electric charge we are giving to the capacitor. dq amount of electric charge is transferred from negative to positive of the capacitor, positive conductor of the capacitor. dq means a certain amount of electric charge, a minimum amount of electric charge is given to the capacitor from a negative plate to positive plate, or negative conductor to positive conductor. So what is the work done for this? You know that work done is W equals to QV, or V equals to electric potential is given by the formula V equals to W by Q. W equals to QV. So here small amount of work is required here. So dW equals to V into how much charge is transferred, dQ. So W equals to VQ is the formula. dW equal W is small work done, dW. Q is a dQ, V into dQ. So now we use the concept of capacitance. Here capacitance C equals to Q by V, or V equals to Q by C. So now you put V equals to Q by C in this formula. dW equals to Q by C into dQ. So now see, this is to increase the charge by dQ amount. So if I want to increase the charge of a capacitor to Q value from 0 to Q means 0 to maximum. Capital Q is the maximum charge that can be given to a capacitor, right? So total work done for increasing the charges 0 to Q on capacitor is given by. So first to increase the charges up to dq, work done is given by dW equals to small work is required needed. So dW equals to Q by C into dq. To increase the charges to highest value, that is 0 to Q. So there you must integrate the equation number 1. That work done is given by integrating within the ranges 0 to q. So integration of dw equals to integration of 0 to integration within the limit 0 to q into q by c into dq. So 1 by c is taken outside. 1 by c is taken outside. Integration of q into dq. So integration of x into dx, x power n integration of x power n into dx is x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. X power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Here q to the power 1 is there. So q to the power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. Q square by 2. Q square by 2. 0 to q. So now see I am using the limits here. First in place of q, capital Q is used q square by 2 minus 0. 0 as it is. Next time 0. So 0. So W equals to q square by 2c. W equals to q square by 2c. As I told you, this work done is stored as energy of the capacitor. Energy of the capacitor. W equals to U. U equals to q square by 2c. Put q equals to Cv. Put q equals to Cv. Then see here, substitute q equals to Cv. Then U equals to c square v square by 2c. C square v square by 2c. Right? So c square v square by 2c. C cancels. 1 by 2 Cv square. Energy stored U equals to 1 by 2 Cv square. Next you put C value here. C equals to Q by V. In place of C, you substitute expression for C. Q by V. So U equals to 1 by 2 into C means Q by V into V square. So V cancels. 1 by 2 QV. So now you got expression for energy stored in a capacitor in three forms. First one is U equals to, see this is the first one. U equals to Q square by 2C. This is the second formula. U equals to 1 by 2 Cv square. And the third formula is U equals to 1 by 2 QV. Yes, what are the expressions? What are the expressions for energy stored in a capacitor? U equals to Q square by 2C. U equals to 1 by 2 Cv square. U equals to 1 by 2 QV. Right? So as I told you, first imagine capacitor is initially uncharged capacitor. So to increase the charges of that capacitor, work is required. Work must be done. That work is stored as energy of the capacitor. So first initially imagine only dq amount of charge is transferred from negative conductor to the positive conductor of the capacitor. Right? So to do this, for this work done is dw equals to v into dq. Work done is dw equals to v into dq. So we know that v equals to q by c. V equals to q by c. dw equals to q by c into dq. Q by c into dq. Total work done for increasing the charges 0 to q on capacitor. Total work done for increasing the charges 0 to q on capacitor is given by integrate this equation within the ranges 0 to q. So integration of dw equals to integration of 0 to q by c into dq. Right? Q by c into dq. Integration of dw is w equals to 1 by c into integration of q into dq. So q square by 2. Q square by 2. I substitute the value of Q as capital Q. Q square by 2 minus 0. W equals to Q square by 2. Here work done is stored as energy of the capacitor. That energy is U. W equals to U. So U equals to Q square by 2C. Substitute Q equals to CV first. So when substitute here in place of Q, you write CV. So that becomes U equals to 1 by 2 CV square. Next substitute C equals to Q by V here. In place of C you write Q by V. So U equals to 1 by 2 into Q by V into V square. V cancels 1 by 2 QV. So energy stored in a capacitor means it is U equals to Q square by 2C, or U equals to 1 by 2 CV square, or U equals to 1 by 2 QV. This is about energy stored in a capacitor. In the next class, I am going to start the new concept of this chapter. Right? Have a nice day.